show, and today we will be talking about the last song by Nicholas Sparks, and our guest will be Katie, and she will be answering some questions, and let's welcome Katie.
Thank you, Grisha.
Well, you have read the book, The Last Song by
Yes.
Nicholas Sparks, and how did you like it?
Really, it's a really good book. I thought it was amazing. It's a really good romance and drama. I would really recommend it for anyone who likes romance and drama. It actually has some comedy in it, so it's a little bit of everything.
That's a good thing. Well, will you like to give me a summary of it?
Sure. The last song is actually about a girl named Ronnie. She's not really like other girls. She's very strange, and her mother actually sends her and her brother off to live with her dad for the summer. So, her and her dad don't really have a good relationship. So, over the summer, they learn more things about each other. Ronnie actually begins to get a good relationship with her dad. She also has fun. She meets some new friends, even someone she might want to spend her life with. Her brother Jonah actually has a good time too. He just wants to see his dad. He hasn't seen him in a long time, so many things happen over the summer, and actually there is a huge twist at the end, which the readers are just gonna have to read to find out.
That is something interesting I would like to read. Well, can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Why do you think Ronnie's mom shipped her and her brother off to their dads for the summer? And how do you think Ronnie felt?
Well, like I said, Ronnie and her dad do not have a good relationship. They haven't talked for about 3 years, you know? So maybe her mom wanted them to bond more. They have to have that father-daughter relationship. And Ronnie really wasn't looking forward to it. She thought this summer was going to be horrendous, spending with her dad, someone she really hated. But as it goes on, as time goes on, she actually realizes it's not that bad, and she actually wants to be there. Many things happen. She actually likes it.
That's something interesting. Why do you think Ronnie had strong feelings against her dad?
Well, in the beginning of the book, Ronnie's mom actually tells her dad had an affair with another woman. So Ronnie feels like her dad betrayed her because he had an affair. She feels that he wasn't loyal and trustworthy, and if he actually was, he would have thought what he did before he did it. You know, because that's just wrong.
Would you have forgiven your dad for something like that?
If my dad actually had an affair with another woman, it would be extremely hard to forgive him. I eventually would have to because he is my dad. We're family. It's not the best idea he's ever had to do, but you know, we all make mistakes, and we just have to forgive and move on.
Family is your lifetime.
Yeah.
Why do you think Will finds Ronnie appealing?
Well, Will is sort of the city heartthrob. He dates every girl there. He knows what every girl is like. And when he sees Ronnie, when he finally meets her, she's just so strange. Like I said, she's different. She's not like any of the girls Will's ever dated. And maybe he wanted different. He's tired of those girls he's dated. They're all the same. Ronnie is different. Really different. And maybe that's why he loved her like that.
That might be true. In the book, Jonah can't wait to see his dad and spend time with him. Why do you think Jonah forgave his dad, unlike Ronnie?
Well, you know, Jonah is actually her younger brother, so he doesn't really understand what is going on. He's not really that mature yet. But Ronnie, on the other hand, she is older, so she actually understands the huge impact that her dad made on the whole family by making that mistake. So she actually does have a right to be mad at him. But Jonah, he doesn't really know what's going on. He just wants to spend time with his dad. He wants his dad back. He's been living with his mom, and he wants his dad.
I know how Jonah feels.
Yeah.
I would want my dad back if I was in his position too. Well, I have heard that you make questions for me.
Yes.
Would you like to trade spots with me?
Sure.
And ask me?
Let's do this. Okay. So you have read the book too.
Yes, I have, and it's something interesting.
Yeah, thank you. So, actually in the book, Will's sister is getting married, and Will wants Ronnie there as a guest, you know. So, Ronnie is strange. She doesn't really have anything to wear. So how do you think Ronnie got the money to buy a dress for the wedding?
Well, Ronnie was searching everywhere for her money, and then Jonah came in and asked her, "What are you searching for?" And all the times Ronnie has made bets with her brother, and to keep her like instead of blackmailing her, she always paid him like $5 or something, and Jonah always kept that money from her.
Saving up.
He was saving up, and Jonah probably thought that it's something interesting. Like he thought that if I gave it to her, it would help her and benefit her in so many ways. So I think Jonah did something good, and she probably appreciated it a lot.
Yeah, he's her brother, so. And referring to the previous question, why do you think Jonah gave Ronnie that money?
I think Jonah gave Ronnie the money to see her happy. Like he really liked Will, so he wanted to see her happy with him, and he knew that if he gave Ronnie the money, like she would use it for something good, not something bad. And as I said, that the whole entire family actually liked Will. He wasn't a bad person, and I think Jonah is just expressing his feelings with Ronnie instead of words.
And at the end of the book, do you think Ronnie regrets having strong feelings against her dad?
I think Ronnie does regret having strong feelings against her dad, because after she found out that secret, she was hurt.
What secret?
The secret was actually that her dad had stomach cancer for a while, and the thing is that her dad and her mom kept it from them, because her dad felt that if he told them, like they would get more hurt. But I feel like in Ronnie's position, that if Ronnie found out, she wouldn't have held a grudge against him, and it's a genetic thing in the family. Like his dad had it too. So like I think that the secret that Ronnie's dad and Ronnie's mom held against them, it wasn't a smart idea. Like when Ronnie came, she was really grumpy, and she held the grudge against her dad. And if she found out, she would have been more like outcoming.
Calm.
Yeah.
Calm about it. It's good. Yeah. And in the novel, how would you feel if you neglected your dad for so many years and now you only had a couple of weeks to live with him? Because of the cancer.
Well, if I neglected my dad about that, like I would be mad because he did something like that. But at the same time, it would be like I forgive him for it because he has cancer, and I only have few more weeks spent with him, and I don't know what's gonna happen in those few weeks. So I would try all my best and help him through everything, and give him all my love that he hasn't had for 3 years that I haven't been with him. And I would try to feel like I was there throughout his life, and he saw me grow up and everything.
Yeah. It's hard to grow up without your dad.
Yes, it is.
And in the novel, Will and Scott blame Ronnie's dad for the church fire. Why do you think Will kept the secret from Ronnie?
I think Will kept the secret from Ronnie because the church fire and how her dad was hurt from it, like how her dad, it was a part of his life, and
Pastor
Harris, he got injured in it, and well, and all the things that were going on, Ronnie's dad was in the hospital, and Will didn't want her to see her more upset because he was in love with her, and he wouldn't want to try to hurt her at all. But the secret that he was keeping, he felt like telling her would make their relationship stronger, and like he wouldn't have to be hiding anything from her anymore. He would be truthful and respecting and loyal to her, because he knows how much she hates all those stuff. And I felt like Will did a good thing, but he should have told her sooner, so she wouldn't have gotten mad so much, because she was really mad after he told her. She was hurt a lot.
Yeah, I think it's really bad that Scott caused the fire and just blamed Ronnie's dad for it, right?
And how Will was trying to cover it from her. I don't think that was right.
No.
Okay. And well, that's it. And about the book, The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. That's the author, Nicholas. And I think if you read the book, at the end there's a twist where if you read the book, you'll find out and it's something interesting.
Yeah. The whole book is actually really interesting, and
It is.
I would recommend it to anyone, actually.
Like, I'm not a big fan of reading books,
Me neither.
but as soon as I picked up this book, I just
Put it down.
I read the first page, and it gives you a lot of details, and it helps you understand.
He's a
more.
very descriptive writer.
Yeah, and it's about romance. So, like, you know how us girls are with romance and everything, our books. Well, I think people would enjoy this book a lot.
Let's wrap it up.
And
Anyway,
yeah,
that's our show.
and it's the #1 New York Times best-selling
Oh.
author. Well, see, this is a good book. Well, I think you guys should read it.
Yeah, and that's our show.
That's our show. Thank you for coming to
the Book
Book Talk
Show.
Show.